Hello and welcome to year 14. I was going to say week 14. I wish. Year 14, week 0.
Wow,
TWS
you were doing this show when I was 5?
You were 5 years old when we started this show. Yes, that's exactly right. And today, here he sits. Welcome to Football Friday on WTNB. We're excited that we're back and bigger and better than ever. As you saw, what a great open put together by moi, my compadre, partner in crime, Scott Webb.
Thank you.
But we've got a great year in store for you folks. As you can see, a little different set. We're going to have a new sign next week as our buddy James Dunn is working on that as we speak. I think he's working on it right now, trying to get it ready for next week. But we've got a great show in store for you. We're going to talk about all the ball games. Of course, the big one, Bradley Polk, as you can see down there. Well, when that goes away, you'll see it. There you go. And then we've got all the other schools we cover. And if you've noticed in the open, we added a couple of schools. We're going to be talking a little bit about McMinn County, the Cherokees, and the McMinn Central Chargers.
Who played in a very, what surprisingly was a very competitive game tonight.
Yeah, both of them tonight. So that's going to, you know, we got those two teams. And then, of course, we've got the host of all the other things that we do. We've got our other friends that will be coming by, along with our resident coach, Scott Webb. Again, Joe Palo, along with our resident coach, Scott Webb. We've got the man that knows everything about anything, Ron Moore will be here. And then the guy that knows everything about nothing, Travis Godfrey, will also be here, Mr. T. So we're excited again to be back. We're glad that you've joined us. Remember to join us each and every Friday night, 11 o'clock live. We'll replay this show in its entirety on Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then it replays again at 3 in the afternoon. And then Sunday at noon, so you can get your full of Football Friday. And don't forget, a good plug here too, the new show we added this year, the pregame. Great show. I don't know if you saw that last night, but it's going to be following our show here tonight, or should I say tomorrow morning, 12:30 is when it'll come on. And then it'll follow Football Friday, each re-airing. So it's a great show. It's kind of like a Hard Knocks, local Hard Knocks about the 3 area high schools, Cleveland, Bradley, and Walker Valley. So this is going to be a great year. This is going to be the best year we've ever had. We want to thank our sponsors that are bringing you Football Friday this year. Tremendous sponsors. Our anchor sponsor, Hardee's. My good friend Dale Forrester, Dale and Julia Scoggins, Brenda Eckert, all the great folks out there. We thank Hardee's for being our anchor sponsor. Also, my good friends at Volunteer, Ridapest, Mosquito Guard, and Energy Miser, Eric Gardner there. Cleveland Tire Center, Andy Thompson, and the great folks in Jackie out at Cleveland Tire Center. Corp Tech IT Solutions, Jeremy and Maria Jarvis at Corp Tech. They can answer any of your computer questions and set you up everything, home theater systems, everything. Our friend Frank Kohlhaus, Scoops and Burgers, buddy. I don't know if you've tried some of his fresh frozen custard, but when Ron comes, we'll talk about that, and he'll salivate because it's delicious.
Ron, he's one to talk about food.
Ron knows, where there's a good place to eat, Ron knows it.
And I'm sure he's going to mention the Polk County concession stand.
Yeah, he always is. And it is really good.
It is excellent.
We all know. And he'll come and talk about with the stuff that he had there. But we also, Summit Insurance, Grant Perkle, thank you so much for being a sponsor. Our good friend, Dr. Gary Wojtek, the Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care. He is the Dr. Andrews in the area. He does it all. I'll tell you what. And for any athlete, he's a wonderful guy. Checking to Cash, Alan Jones, thank you so much. U.S. Money Shop, buy here, pay here. And then Simon J. Productions, James Dunn, our friend, our production man here that does all the work that you'll see throughout the day here on WTNB. So we thank James Dunn and Stacy Dunn and Simon, who is here as well. And then we want to thank, as we start the show this first week, our producer, director, Adam Collins is back in the house. I know we had many requests, but we decided to bring Adam back anyway. So we've got, like I said, a great show, a great season in store. We're going to take your calls. We got trivia. Our trivia questions going to be brought to you by Scoops and Burgers. Our scoreboard, highlights that we'll have throughout the season brought to you by Hardee's. So it's going to be a great year for Football Friday. Again, we thank you for joining us. And we're going to be back, and we'll talk about these ball games right after this commercial break. So stay tuned. Now, before we go into commercial break, I got to tell you about this because this is part of the commercial break. Hardee's, our anchor sponsor, Scott, has added some wonderful sandwiches. And the one in particular I'm going to talk to you about now is the grilled cheese bacon thick burger. Now imagine this, just picture this. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef patty, bacon strips, the Choco Horse, melted American and Swiss cheeses, all on a grilled bun. I'm telling you, it's all at Hardee's. Go by tomorrow, pick one up. Back with more Football Friday after this word from our sponsors. Please stay tuned.
Hey, Glenn here from U.S. Money Shops. Do you need a few $100s to make ends meet, or even $5,000 to make payroll? Are you tired of the bank saying no, no, no? Come pawn with us to get the cash you need. Electronics, jewelry, musical instruments, and even tools. If you've never considered pawn, then come on by and ask about our $1 pawn special.
Buy or sell or pawn today, the better way at U.S. Money Shops.
U.S. Money Shops in Chattanooga and Cleveland.
Hello, my name is Grant Perkle, I'm the owner of Summit Insurance Services. We're a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency here on Inman Street. I've been from Bradley County all my life. I've played football here and wrestled here. We love our community. We've been in the insurance business approximately 20 years. Our main focus is customer service and taking care of our clients. If you would, give us a call here at 423-614-0900 or stop by and see us, 442 Emmons Street, or visit us on the web at summitinsurancservices.com.
We work for you, not the insurance company.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Sports and injuries go hand in hand. When it happens to you, who do you call? Where do you go to get back into the game? Do what I did and contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game. Dr. Gary Wojcik and his professional staff are committed to assisting you with the kind of orthopedic care that you deserve. From your first consultation to your final visit, place your trust in recovery in Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care. Contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game.
Scoops and Burgers is Cleveland's newest destination for great food and a great time. You'll find something you love on the menu the first time you visit. Hot dogs loaded with your favorite toppings, gourmet burgers, sandwiches, and salads. We are also the only custard shop in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. That's right, fresh, frozen custard. If you've never had real frozen custard, you're in for a rich, creamy, delicious treat. Enjoy a custard sundae, banana split, or milkshake. And you must try Dooley's grape ice cream recipe. Those of you old enough to remember Dooley's know what a treat you're in for. If you're too young, come try the nostalgic experience and taste what all the fuss is about. Scoops and Burgers, great food, great prices. Located at the corner of Keith and 25th Streets in Cleveland. CorbTech IT Solutions are innovators in information technology service. They offer PC, laptop, and Mac computer repair, home theater installation, and business solutions. If you're tired of your present computer service company, local computer shop, or individual who attempts to keep your computers working properly, we invite you to call us today for a free consultation. Our technicians are certified, which is an important element in information technology. You may be surprised to know that a lot of the major nationwide services employ uncertified technicians. CorbTech will provide your office and home the highest quality of computer services and information technology service in the field. CorbTech is an award company and is here for you 24/7. Take a look at our website at CorbTechITSolutions.com and see all the various ways we can simplify your life. Or stop by our office location at 409 Keith Street next to Tinsley Park. CorbTech IT Solutions. Our name says it all. Phone 423-321-2781. All right, your Football Friday scoreboard brought to you by Hardee's. Scott, you put these in, so you
All
tell
right.
them all. You rattle them off.
In the big game in the area tonight,
Yes,
Bradley
sir.
Central all over Polk County with a great second half, 31-7. It is McMinn County coming back from a 16-6 deficit. There was a lot of people talking about that one early. McMinn County rolls late, 36-16. It was Meigs County falling to Upperman, 48-19. And Powell in another, even they played them close last year, but couldn't get over the hump. Powell defeats Ray County tonight, 14-6. And people in my neck of the woods are going to be awful happy Monday tonight for the next few days as Walker Valley gets its first win of the season, 20-10 over East Ridge.
First one of the season, first game of the season.
And we don't want to forget that tomorrow that Cleveland travels up to Alcoa to play Maryville in what should be a great start to a new regime at Cleveland. So we're excited about tomorrow's game as well.
Yeah, it'd be a great game. Now, as you can see, we're joined by Mr. T. Travis Godfrey has joined us. We've got Ron Moore in the house too, and Dustin is here. So we've got a whole group of people now that
I'm
have joined us.
disappointed
just
in
like-
your off-season lack of
What?
finding us an Aaron Andrews for the
Well,
Hardy
now
scoreboard.
you don't know that
Wait
yet.
a second. I take offense to that, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Nothing against you.
No, you don't know.
But
I mean,
Been working hard.
there for a couple of weeks there, we had Aaron Andrews wannabes, and they did
we
a good job.
We did. Well,
And,
now that's
and we also had Chuck Harris a couple of times, so
he is an Aaron
that way you're
Andrews.
better off without
That
the.
was the balance to that.
He's an Aaron Andrews wannabe, though, anyway, Chuck Harris is. And we hope Chuck is doing well if he's watching out there. We haven't seen or talked to Chuck in for like.
He's doing well. I
Is he?
talked to him tonight by text, so he's doing well.
Is he? He limps around because of
He's
all his
gimpy.
hard work, yeah. He's so old now. But yeah, we're joined by Mr. T. As I said, Ron Moore's here too, and he'll be joining us on set in just a few. But we're going to talk about these ball games. We've got callers calling in. We want to take your call. Yes, we do. So let's do that real quick. Let's take because these people have been calling here. Let's take a couple of phone calls, then we'll talk about the game. Again, as we said, Bradley Polk, the big game of the evening. We'll talk about that and everybody else. But let's take a few phone calls. Caller, you're on Football Friday. Your name?
Robert Owens.
Robert, how you doing, buddy? You there?
Hey, Joe. I'm just glad you started back another year.
Yes, sir. We are glad to be back. It's football time in Tennessee, as John Ward used to say. So we're excited. So, what do you think about the games? What do you think about Bradley Polk?
Well, I was glad to see Walker Valley and Bradley both win. But of course, I'm a Cleveland High School fan.
Right.
But I'm for all three schools really.
Yeah, and most people around here should be. Of course, Cleveland doesn't play till tomorrow, so you didn't have a horse in the race tonight. But what did you think? I mean, did you think Bradley was going to beat Polk by a score like that?
Yeah, I figured it would. But now I actually picked East Ridge to beat Walker Valley.
Ah.
And
Okay.
that was kind of a new one. But now the upset, I think, was when East Hampton beat Signal Mountain.
Yes, it was.
And not so much them winning, it's how they won. I mean,
55 points.
55 points against a Bill Price team. That's just something you don't see a lot of, and just surprised at the margin of victory tonight.
Well, Ted Gatewood's a great coach. I mean, he's been around for 20 plus years, and
one of my favorite
Yep.
coaches. We scrimmaged him when I was coaching, and Ted is one of the great guys in coaching in the Chattanooga area.
And I'm sure he played that card of, Signal Mountain. They got the quarterback that's going to Kentucky, and he's going to play that role of, nobody thinks you got a chance to beat them. And 55 points on those guys, that's strong in week 1 or week 0, whatever we're calling it.
Week 0, week 1 of Football
That's right.
Friday. Week 0, TSSAA.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
You remember? I actually won a lot of pizzas from you about 2 years ago, so tell Ron Moore take it easy on them trivia questions.
Well,
Speaking of,
I think he's got one that's answerable tonight.
yeah, and what's great this year, Robert, is we're giving away a special prize for the trivia question winners. This year we're giving away, it's this beautiful wooden writing instrument with a graphite center and a rubber tip. It's really nice.
Collector's item.
Wait till you see them. It's fun. No, but we're gonna give stuff away this year. We'll hopefully get some T-shirts, some pizzas, and all that, and you'll win most of them. As you do, because you know, as soon as we get if you know what I think happens, I think Ron gives you the answer, because as soon as we throw out the question he gives us, you have the answer.
Well, tell Ron I'm one that does his swimming pool now, so he better be good to me.
There you go. All right, he's shaking his head. Yes. All right, Robert. Well, thanks for your call, man. We appreciate you, and thanks for watching.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye. All right, you're on Football Friday. Your first name?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, you don't have to tell me your first name.
He doesn't need any introduction, does he?
This is B. We just know him as B. Brett.
B.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good.
You excited about the big win? I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, congratulations to Damon Floyd on the big win tonight.
Absolutely. And you know, when you get out of school like Brett has, you know, you don't have to say Coach Floyd anymore. You just call him Damon. Hey, Damon. You know, on a first name basis with him. Yeah, it was a great win for the Bears. Now, let me ask you, Brett, before the game, did you think they were going to beat Polk County by that much?
Yeah, I was listening to that game. I was listening to the game on the radio, and I was watching the Single Mountain East Hamilton game tonight.
Right, you were what? Was that surprising?
It was on TV tonight.
oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Even better.
Was that surprising to you, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that was. I was shocked. East Hamilton pulled out a big win tonight, 55-14.
They really did. They really did. New school with big wins now.
And my team just won tonight. Atlanta beat the Dodgers tonight, 4-3.
All right. Well, you know I'm a Marlins fan, but that's okay. But that's all right. But we're going to get you next year.
We play a good team. We play a good team next week.
Yes, you do.
Baylor next Friday night down at Baylor.
We do.
Who are also very impressive tonight.
Yeah, and they have, don't they have their quarterback is a Canadian, a kid from Canada.
Funny how that happens, and you get one of the top 5-10 quarterbacks in the nation just all of a sudden shows up at your door.
Right. And another nation.
Funny how that happens.
From another nation.
Yeah, well, he's one of the best ones down here too, so he's a pretty good find.
Go ahead, buddy. What?
I was gonna say hi to Scott.
Hey, buddy. Good to see. Well, he's already talked to him.
Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Hey, I was gonna pick who's gonna win between Cleveland and Maryville tomorrow.
Okay, you tell me who.
Maryville's gonna win the game tomorrow.
Whoa, Brett.
Hey, 14-7.
Oh.
In a barn burner.
Well.
Telling you. Okay.
Hey, I was gonna say congratulations to the new coach on the big win against East Ridge.
Okay. Coach Ryan.
Yeah.
All right. So congratulations to him, and congratulations to, as you said, to Coach Floyd and everybody else that won tonight. We feel good after a good win, don't we?
Yeah. We play Baylor next Friday night.
That's right. And you're going to be there, right?
No, my parents are going to be out of town.
So that's right.
Party
so
at the Whiteheads.
That's right. Party at the Whiteheads.
Hey, I'll watch the show Friday night.
Yes.
And there's the pregame comes on tomorrow at 12.
Well, it comes on at 12:30 right after us tonight, which is really tomorrow, and then it comes on tomorrow. Every time you see Football Friday, it's on right afterwards.
Hey, a good friend of mine played in the game tonight. He's on that TV show.
Okay, who's that?
Bryce.
Bryce, okay.
Yeah.
Bryce is a senior this year.
Yes, he is.
His brother is going to be at the brother next year.
That's exactly right. And the Copelands just keep quarterbacking and keep winning.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to call and say hi to Travis and Scott and you.
All right. Well, hi to you,
Appreciate it,
buddy. And you have yourself a good rest of the evening, okay?
All right. Hey, go Braves and go Bears.
Okay, go Marlins and go Dolphins. All right. See you. All right. So anyway, we've got, we'll take this other call in just a minute. Let's talk about that game real quick. Bradley Polk now, big win for Coach Floyd and Coach Davis. I know at the beginning of the ball game, a little smash mouth. Polk County was just running it down the throat of Bradley, looking good, and then started.
And this is just my take on it. You have a team that is starting a lot of new players with Polk County, and they had opportunities early, and they could not take advantage of those opportunities. And then Bradley, although they have a lot of new faces playing as well, you still have that senior leader who's been there, and they've got a lot of kids that have played a lot, and they just took it up to another level in the start of the second half, and really just kind of pushed the game too far out in reach. Yeah. Polk is not one of those teams that are going to score 30, 40, 50 points and come back in a big way like that. So great job by the Bears tonight. Polk doesn't have anything to hang its head about. They're going to be just fine. They're going to win a lot of football games.
That's right. One game is not a season maker.
Well, they came out in the second half, like you said, and Copeland ran the ball. The Fetzner kid 205, 210 yards.
Yeah, he was terrific.
Very impressive tonight to see him the way he ran the ball.
Yeah, did a great job. And, okay, we're going to take more calls. We got to take another commercial break. We just as we're getting into the show, but we'll come back. We'll take more of your calls. We'll talk more of the ball games, and we'll have our trivia coming up here in just a little bit. So stay tuned. Thank you again for joining us this year for Football Friday. We'll be back with more after this. Yes, that's what I'm getting ready to do, Adam. So yeah,
scolded. That's what happens at the Palo House sometimes too.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Was that Kim?
It sounded a little bit like
that was Kim.
Kim's voice is a little deeper than Adam's, though. But yeah, so anchor sponsor. We want to thank our anchor sponsor, which is Hardee's. Thank you, Dale. I mean it. Hardee's, where you can find the hand-breaded chicken sandwich. 2 hand-breaded chicken tenders, lettuce, tomato, mayo on a seeded bun. It's all at Hardee's. Get yours tomorrow. Back with more Football Friday after this. Stay tuned.
Sports and injuries go hand in hand. When it happens to you, who do you call? Where do you go to get back into the game? Do what I did and contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game. Dr. Gary Wojcik and his professional staff are committed to assisting you with the kind of orthopedic care that you deserve. From your first consultation to your final visit, place your trust in recovery in Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care. Contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game.
Scoops and Burgers is Cleveland's newest destination for great food and a great time. You'll find something you love on the menu the first time you visit. Hot dogs loaded with your favorite toppings, gourmet burgers, sandwiches, and salads. We are also the only custard shop in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. That's right, fresh, frozen custard. If you've never had real frozen custard, you're in for a rich, creamy, delicious treat. Enjoy a custard sundae, banana split, or milkshake. And you must try Dooley's grape ice cream recipe. Those of you old enough to remember Dooley's know what a treat you're in for. If you're too young, come try the nostalgic experience and taste what all the fuss is about. Scoops and Burgers. Great food, great prices. Located at the corner of Keith and 25th Streets in Cleveland.
If you already have a title loan, ask Check Into Cash about paying it off so you can save money on a better title loan. Check Into Cash will beat any rate, anywhere, and we'll prove it.
Check Into Cash.
CorbTech IT Solutions are innovators in information technology service. They offer PC, laptop, and Mac computer repair, home theater installation, and business solutions. If you're tired of your present computer service company, local computer shop, or individual who attempts to keep your computers working properly, we invite you to call us today for a free consultation. Our technicians are certified, which is an important element in information technology. You may be surprised to know that a lot of the major nationwide services employ uncertified technicians. CorbTech will provide your office and home the highest quality of computer services and information technology service in the field. CorbTech is an award company and is here for you 24/7. Take a look at our website at CorbTechITSolutions.com and see all the various ways we can simplify your life. Or stop by our office location at 409 Keith Street next to Tinsley Park. CorbTech IT Solutions. Our name says it all. Phone 423-321-2781.
Hello, my name is Grant Perkle, the owner of Summit Insurance Services. We're a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency here on Inman Street. I've been from Bradley County all my life. I've played football here and wrestled here. We love our community. We've been in the insurance business approximately 20 years. Our main focus is customer service and taking care of our clients. If you would, give us a call here at 423-614-0900 or stop by and see us, 442 Emmons Street, or visit us on the web at summitinsurancservices.com.
We work for you, not the insurance company.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Welcome back to Football Friday. The scoreboard's brought to you by Hardee's. Joe will do a little better job
remembering
talk
those
about
sandwiches.
the delicious sandwiches offered at Hardee's. This week's scores: Bradley Central defeats Polk County in Polk County tonight, 31-7. It was McMinn County in that big opening season rivalry game, rallying from a 16-6 deficit to defeat Central tonight, 36-16. It was Meigs County falling to Upperman, 48-19. Ray County in another close defeat to Powell again this year, 14-6. And Walker Valley with their first win in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But congratulations to the Mustangs and Coach Glenn Ryan. If I can learn to speak correctly.
That's easy for you to say.
It is easy for me to say. Congratulations to Coach Ryan as they win 20-10. And obviously tomorrow night, a big game. Cleveland and defending state champion Maryville will take place. 5 o'clock kickoff, I believe, in Alcoa.
Telling you what, there's no lack of guts on the side of the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Last year they start off with Alcoa, and this year they start off with Maryville.
Well, last year they start off with Alcoa and Knox Catholic. This year it's Maryville and Knox Catholic. So
again, right? Exactly.
Two tough teams right off the bat again.
But I tell you what, though, you think about it, a win, those two wins, or a win either one, kind of can set your season to a go, because that would be a big win. And we congratulate, as we said, Coach Ryan on his first win as the new head coach of the Walker Valley Mustangs. Of course, Coach Floyd with Bradley in the big win there too. We've got Ray County. You know, we talk about now. We mentioned Meigs. We got Meigs County as well, but McMinn County and McMinn Central that we're bringing into the fold. So slowly but surely. It's only the first show this year, but we're bringing them into the fold, which is great. The more the merrier. We love it.
Well, that's tough for McMinn Central tonight. You know, you take a very good McMinn County team to half leading, go into the third quarter leading, only to come back and lose. But you can also take that as confidence too, that you hung with a team that was supposed to beat you by 3 or 4 touchdowns, and you played with them. So maybe that's something to build on for McMinn Central, who's had a rough couple of years also.
Yeah, they've struggled for the last couple of years, and anytime you can find a positive going into a rivalry game, you know, you feel like you can compete. And you know, as long as you feel like you can go out there and compete each and every week, you know, you feel like you have an opportunity to win. You can feel good about going through the practice and all that throughout the week. So it's when you don't think that you can compete, that's when things become a struggle.
We're going to take this call right here. I think we have a caller coming in here on line 1. Caller, you're on Football Friday. Your first name, please?
James.
James, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
This is James Kilgore, right?
Right.
See, I know everything. How you doing, buddy? How you been?
Oh, I've been doing real good.
Are you excited about the big Bradley win tonight over Polk County?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I'm telling you. Were you there?
No, I got the score from News Channel 9.
Did you? Okay. They got it from us. No, I'm kidding. They didn't get it from us. I think they followed the game too. So did you? It was a big win. Did you think they were going to beat Polk County by a score like that?
Yes.
Did you really?
He wasn't surprised.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's a Bradley alum, so of course that's true. And so I guess, and you're proud. You're proud to be a Bear today for the big win.
Wow.
Right.
Right.
All right. What else you want to tell us, Jimmy? Tell us anything. Are you gonna go watch Bradley play Baylor next week?
You know, the freshman frenzy's coming up on the 25th, next Saturday, at Cleveland State Community College.
Okay. Okay. And that's next Saturday.
Outside the Student Center.
Okay.
And with the Mendocino table.
All right. And that's next Saturday. Right?
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Okay. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for calling, Jimmy. We appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, and Joe?
Yes, sir.
By the way, I'll let you get an intern with you when I graduate from Cleveland State.
Okay. Well, you come see me. You know where I am. I'm right here. You come see me. Okay? You there, buddy?
Yeah?
All right.
Yeah.
Come see me.
He's here.
Okay?
Sorry about that. My
Sorry.
dad gets a little bit anxious.
You're what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, buddy.
My dad gets a little...
Gets angry? Oh, he's a good man, though.
Yes.
He's a good man. All right. Well, you come see me and definitely come talk to me, okay? I'll be around here. You know where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you for calling in, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Okay. See you, pal.
See you.
All right. Take another call here. Caller, you're on Football Friday. Your first name?
Wesley King.
Wes!
Wes.
How you doing, man?
How about you?
Great.
You know, it's like family reunion. You don't see or talk to these people for several years, and next thing you know, football season starts. You hear from Wes, hear from Jimmy,
Brett
hear from
comes
Brett. How you doing, Wes?
You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, how about you?
Doing great. And that is true. Ron's sitting there spinning a basketball because Wes King can spin a basketball like none other.
He can spin a football.
You can do it with your eyes closed, can't you, buddy?
Not really.
I don't know. I bet you could. So you're going to try to, you're going to listen to the game tomorrow. I don't know if you'll make your way out to Alcoa, but you're going to try to listen to the game tomorrow?
I'm going tomorrow.
You're going to go.
He ain't
So I was
missing.
wrong. Okay. Yeah, first game of the year. I guess you got to go out. So what do you predict on that? What do you think's going to happen?
We'll win tomorrow.
All right. What do you think the score is going to be?
I'll say about 20-6.
Whoa. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you this, Wes. If that comes out to be true like that, I'm going to call you every week before a ball game, and you tell me the score, and then I'm going to call another pal. and then because that's all right. We'll see what happens there. But it's going to be a good game.
I know it.
And we wish Cleveland all the luck. Coach Crawford in his first game as the Cleveland new head coach, we wish him a lot of luck, and I hope you're right.
I mean, impressed. I've been sick. I'm fit better today, though.
Yeah. Well, and you got all the. Did you know Walker Valley won tonight?
Yeah, I know it. I said watching the score a while ago.
Yeah. So that was good too. So all right. So you guys are gonna have to keep it going for us tomorrow. Cleveland's gonna have to win, so we keep the good record going.
Well, what time we leave tomorrow?
What time are you leaving?
Yeah.
I don't know that I can help you there, brother. You may have to call Coach Crawford or Coach Washington and see if one of those guys can let you know.
Yeah, you need to call them and find out exactly what time.
I'll probably leave tomorrow and go to clean house.
Yeah.
I'd say early.
Yeah, real early. It's a little bit of a drive. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Wes. You call us next week.
I will.
All right. Thank you, pal.
Welcome.
All right, Wes King,
Maybe he thinks one of us is going to give him a ride up there.
are you going?
No.
Are you going?
No,
won't be able to make it
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
listen to that one tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it's not like Michigan's playing tomorrow. You know, I mean, although
No,
they're
but
still-
I need a couple weeks of getting myself mentally ready to take on the Crimson Tide for that one. So,
which, by the way, did you see the guy that had the big $1,700 Crimson Tide elephant with Crimson Tide around the elephant tattooed on his back? Cost him $1,750 to get it. And so when they asked him about it, he said, "That's the way we roll here. That's the kind of passion we have." Then they come to find out the guy graduated from MTSU.
Really?
But the passion for Alabama. So anyway, he had that on $1,700. I wouldn't pay that for a
No,
tattoo.
thank you.
Maybe for a dolphin tattoo. But it'd have to be like on my whole body, which is possible.
well, there's no limits.
All right, so we've got a trivia question coming up in about. We'll give it about.
Talk football.
Yeah, we're going to try to talk football. We got a trivia question, which is a football question, coming up shortly. But I'm just promoting that because we're gonna have that for you and give you a chance to answer it and give you a few minutes. So we don't want to just throw it out at the end of the show. But let's talk more football. So we got Cleveland playing Maryville tomorrow. Marvel at Alcoa, and that should be, as Wes said, hopefully it'll be a big victory for Cleveland. But what do you think?
Well, you got a new coach, a new quarterback, a new year, and like I said on the radio, you're starting out against Maryville, who's won 7, 8 championships. But you also have a head football coach who every year has played against tough teams like a Maryville. There's no off weeks over in Middle Tennessee in the football games that they play over there. Every Friday night it's a tough game. So he's used to to games like this, I'm sure, and he'll have him ready to play. It's not going to be an easy game.
No,
but
no, and I'm interested to see. It's going to be. I'm interested to see what they're going to do offensively. You know, last year, probably one of the better defensive teams in the area did a great job defensively, and even with a quarterback as good as Chad Wojtek, they struggled to score points. And to see this faster, more true spread look that you're going to get, even though you got some new guys, they're probably going to play with pace. They're going to be able to mix up speeds. Going to do a lot of things out of more of a true spread look, and it's going to be interesting to see how that all transpires. Because if that defense can be close to what they were last year and start to generate some points offensively, it could be a good year for the Blue Raiders.
Well, you have a quarterback who obviously will be his first year as a starting quarterback, but he played as a freshman. He played some last year. You know, he came in and played against Bradley on ESPN, and you know he's calm, cool, laid-back kid. Doesn't get rattled, so. Even though it'll be his first game and obviously starting against a tough team in Maryville, he's a confident kid, and you know he knows what his job is, and he's gonna. I think he'll do a good job leading his team.
Yeah, and I think Coach Crawford, of course, he seems like he's a very energetic coach. I guess if he can get the team to buy into his philosophy, and watching on that show, the pregame we were talking about, he looks like he's got a command of the players, and he looks like he's a player's coach. I saw him with a couple of players there being real. Kind of like a dad figure to him, and I think that's what it takes, you know, especially if you're a new coach, to get everybody to kind of buy into your program.
Well, and I think as a new coach too, it's everybody kind of gets a fresh start, and you know it's easy, you know, it's easier to buy into what he's trying to sell. So it's, you know, those kids are going to believe him. You know, they know that he's had success. They know that he's been, you know, that he's going to lead them in a direction, and it's a little easier to get them to kind of follow that path. Than when you have somebody that maybe has not had experience or it's their first time as a head coach. So it should be a transition. It's going to be an interesting year to see what happens. And, you know, it's something that, you know, they're going to work on building towards having some very productive teams, and I'm excited to see what kind of progress they make.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if he watches the show, how long he'll let that see with the sword stay on there before he asks us to.
And I know we got a new logo for Walker Valley, too, that I got to get taken care of. So we're going to.
We kind of went back a little old school at Cleveland with the new uniform and the new look, numbers on the helmets, and kind of a little more retro than what they've been used to.
Yeah, in fact, I think I still have a helmet somewhere that's the white helmet with the Cincinnati C on the side. I thought about bringing that one out.
Well, the C's back.
Yeah, the C.
That C is back. That's what they're using. It's like the Yukon C.
Right.
Is the C that they're using now. So. Changing everything up.
Yeah, well, that's good, though. That's
well,
good.
And sometimes it's good to just do that, to have your kind of input into what's going, and so you can kind of help lead the direction of the program.
And I think with that being said, another area of let's talk about with Walker Valley, Coach Ryan coming in. Of course, he's had a big win tonight, so that was good. But I think he's putting his thumbprint on what's going on there at Walker Valley, not just with the team, but with the stadium.
Yeah, they're doing that. Once they get it finished, it's going to look the entrance to the stadium is going to look a lot different. They put a lot of time and effort into just trying to get the facilities and to the level that he wants them. He has a vision of where it wants to go, and he's trying to push that forward. They've done a lot of work up there, physical work on the facility. He is so energetic and he's so positive. And that doesn't mean he can't get on kids, because I've been walking around the track and you can hear practice, and he's getting after it. But he has a passion, and he's a very excitable person. It's hard not to like him. And I think he's going to have success. There's still going to have to be some patience. There's still going to have to be some growing for this team. But a big win tonight. Yeah. And you know how it was when Matt. It's when you go for a long stretch of time and not winning a football game, and I coached, kids, the last couple of years I did that. We struggled to win some football games, and they can walk off their field with their head held high and be proud of what happened. It's just a big, release, and now these kids got that out of the way, and now they can focus on getting better. It's not, are we going to win this week, or can we win this week? We've won. Now can we build upon that and move forward? And if they can continue to do that, they're going to have some success. There's still going to be some bumps in the road for them. Tonight, too many turnovers again, and I'm sure that would be one of the first things that he talked about it. But when they had an opportunity to put a game away late in the football game, they did, and that bodes well for them going forward.
Yeah,
I think he put his thumbprint on the program was when he started getting those boys up at 6 a.m. or whatever it was.
And I thought that was a great move on his part, because what he did was he immediately established dedication.
Yep.
You're either with us or you're not.
Right.
And when those kids bought into that, that made a huge difference. And I think you're starting to see some of the rewards of that.
Win or loss, they're not going to get outworked, and I think that's what he was trying to establish by saying, okay,
at this
commit
point,
to get up at 6 a.m. I mean, that has to be a commitment on the kids' part.
At this point, they know that their talent may not be as good as some of the other schools, so they're going to have to outwork. One of the issues we've always talked about when I was up there as head coach is we needed to be more physical and a little more tough. And I think what he's done is he's creating an environment that's going to make them a little more physical and make them a little tougher. And it's going to pay benefits on down the road.
And when you look at it this way, whatever program he was trying to get them to buy into, if there was any of them that were a little skeptical at this point, they're not anymore, because they've won now. And it's like, hey, he's right, and we won. And so they're excited. So, next week they're just going to take up where they left off.
And they got a great opportunity next week to win 2 in a row going.
Yeah,
they go
to
Hickson?
Got to go to Hickson next week. Hickson's the advantage they're going to have next week. Hickson was off this week, so they were one of the few teams, handful of teams that are not playing the week 0 anymore. So it's going to be their first game. I always talk about that. The biggest improvement is from week 1 to week 2, and so if they can take that step and really improve, then they'll have somewhat an advantage over Hickson. Hickson's been athletic. It's going to be a tough ball game, but they're going to be positive going into it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we wish them the best of luck. All right, we're going to take another commercial break. Yes, we are. And we're going to take more of your phone calls. And we're going to have our trivia when we come back. And we're going to have Ron Moore coming back in here. And we're going to have a lot more stuff, because we got Football Friday as it continues on to 12:30 tonight. Remember, replays tomorrow at 11 o'clock and also 3 o'clock. And then Sunday at noon. And then following each re-airing of Football Friday, you'll see the brand new show, The Pregame, as well. So stay tuned. We've got more on the way. But, yes, sir. Our anchor sponsor tonight is Hardee's. And we thank, again, the folks at Hardee's. Hardee's, where you'll find the Bacon Biscuit. That's right. I said it twice. Bacon Biscuit. Crispy bacon strips, Canadian bacon, American cheese, and folded egg, all served on a fresh-made scratch biscuit. It's all at Hardee's, and you can get yours in the morning. So, Hardee's, don't forget it. We'll be back with more Football Friday after this. Stay tuned.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, our vehicles come standard with a warranty. If you have a problem with your vehicle for the first 6 months or 6,000 miles, we'll take care of it.
At Buy Here Pay USA, they got a good warranty. If anything goes wrong, motor blows up, transmission goes out, they'll replace it.
I actually got to take advantage of that warranty and use it. About almost 6 months later, I had some car trouble and called them. The next day, they took care of it, and no cost to me. It was very, very good.
Well, of course, whenever you're buying a car, you want a warranty, but here at Buy Here Pay Here USA, they give a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty, which out of 7 cars that I've driven, I've never had to use either one. You have easy payments, you have flexible down payment, you have good people to work with. So at Buy Here Pay Here USA, if you're looking for a car, it's the place to go.
I recommend Buy Here Pay Here USA to anybody.
So visit Buy Here Pay Here USA today.
Sports and injuries go hand in hand. When it happens to you, who do you call? Where do you go to get back into the game? Do what I did and contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game. Dr. Gary Wojcik and his professional staff are committed to assisting you with the kind of orthopedic care that you deserve. From your first consultation to your final visit, place your trust in recovery in Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care. Contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Hello, my name is Grant Perkle, I'm the owner of Summit Insurance Services. We're a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency here on Inman Street. I've been from Bradley County all my life. I've played football here and wrestled here. We love our community. We've been in the insurance business approximately 20 years. Our main focus is customer service and taking care of our clients. If you would, give us a call here at 423-614-0900 or stop by and see us, 442 Emmons Street, or visit us on the web at summitinsurancservices.com.
We work for you, not the insurance company.
CorpTech IT Solutions are innovators in information technology service. They offer PC, laptop, and Mac computer repair, home theater installation, and business solutions. If you're tired of your present computer service company, local computer shop, or individual who attempts to keep your computers working properly, we invite you to call us today for a free consultation. Our technicians are certified, which is an important element in information technology. You may be surprised to know that a lot of the major nationwide services employ uncertified technicians. CorpTech will provide your office and home the highest quality of computer services and information technology service in the field. CorpTech is an award company and is here for you 24/7. Take a look at our website at CorpTechITSolutions.com and see all the various ways we can simplify your life. Or stop by our office location at 409 Keith Street next to Tinsley Park. CorpTech IT Solutions. Our name says it all. Phone 423-321-2781. Scoops and Burgers is Cleveland's newest destination for great food and a great time. You'll find something you love on the menu the first time you visit. Hot dogs loaded with your favorite toppings, gourmet burgers, sandwiches, and salads. We are also the only custard shop in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. That's right, fresh, frozen custard. If you've never had real frozen custard, you're in for a rich, creamy, delicious treat. Enjoy a custard sundae, banana split, or milkshake. And you must try Dooley's grape ice cream recipe. Those of you old enough to remember Dooley's know what a treat you're in for. If you're too young, come try the nostalgic experience and taste what all the fuss is about. Scoops and Burgers. Great food, great prices. Located at the corner of Keith and 25th Streets in Cleveland.
Welcome back to Football Friday. You're here with the Football Friday scoreboard presented by Hardee's and one of those bacon thick burgers that you were talking about earlier. Sounds pretty good right about now, but Bradley Central defeated Polk County 31-7 tonight over in Benton. It was McMinn County 36-13 over Central, and up in Etowah tonight, Meigs County falls to Upperman 48-19. It was Ray County 14-6 losers to Powell. And Walker Valley defeated East Ridge 20-10. Don't forget tomorrow, I believe at 5 o'clock kickoff at Alcoa. They'll be playing Maryville. Cleveland Blue Raiders travel to Alcoa to face the Rebels tomorrow night. Should be a great
Marvel.
I understand there's a middle school game that's going to be played before that. So if you want to go up early, you can see a middle school game. Then Cleveland plays at 5, and then Alcoa will play at 8 o'clock, I believe it is. So there's 3 games there you can go see.
Should be a lot of fun.
Be a good trip.
I think last year it was on TV. I think part of that was on TV. So.
All right, folks. It's now time for your Scoops and Burgers trivia question. If you answered the question correctly, you will win a certificate to Scoops and Burgers, okay? But you can't call till you know what the question. Well, you can read it up there, but you may have the answer. Let me ask you a question. If you can read it up there. If you can't read, then you're going to have to wait for me to tell it to you. What Tennessee school has won the most state championships in football? What Tennessee school has won the most state championships in football? The little side note to this question is, what Tennessee school has won the most state championships in football in the state of Georgia? Okay? So, no, I'm just trying to trick you. But if you can be the first one to answer the question correctly, you will win a $10 gift certificate to Scoops and Burgers to get anything you want there. Delicious, fresh, frozen custard ice cream.
And Dooley's grape.
Yes,
the old Dooley's ice cream around here, they have the grape ice cream.
They've got it there. Frank Colehouse and Chris Colehouse. Great place, great guys. So you got to answer the question correctly. So we're going to start taking your calls right now. Remember, what Tennessee school has won the most state championships? All right, here we go. You're on Football Friday. Your name? Okay, dial tone. Here we go. You're on Football Friday. You have an answer to our trivia question?
Yeah, but I think I'm going to lose this one.
All right, wait a minute. Is this Robert?
Yes.
I'm telling you. All right, Robert. Go ahead. Answer.
It's between 2 teams. I don't want to say but one because I want to give it away. I'm going to say Brentwood.
No, Brentwood is 3rd on the list.
Okay.
And they beat Cleveland on half of those to get that state, ironically.
All right. Well, hang up and call right back, Robert. All right, see you, buddy. All right, do you have an answer to our trivia question?
Oak Ridge.
No, Oak Ridge is down about 7 for 8th, only 5 or 6 state championships.
It's not Oak Ridge. I'm sorry. Hang up and call back.
Okay, bye.
All right. All right, now, come on, folks. We're waiting for the answer. Remember, you win a free $10 gift certificate to Scoops and Burgers.
I thought this was easy.
It will be right here, I think. Let's see, right here. We got a winner right here.
I don't know.
We'll do this one.
I don't know maybe I misspoke.
You're on Football Friday. Do you have an answer to our trivia question?
Is it Maryville?
Maryville is correct. 13 state championships. And in second place is Alcoa with 10 and now Brentwood Academy with 8.
What's your name?
Peyton Kent.
Peyton? I believe you've won before.
Yep.
Peyton Kent. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, tell your daddy to give me a call. Call the television station after the show's over, and I'll get the information from you again, and we will get you the certificate, okay? Okay, I can hear myself in the delay in the background. Okay, all right, buddy. Congratulations. Thank you. All right.
You sound just as bad in delay as you do.
I'm telling you. It's almost exact. I'm thinking, I know that guy.
And Maryville has won most of those championships since about after the 3 peats for Cleveland High School. Right. Maryville was one of those people you had for homecoming in the early 90s, and they're nothing but just the opposite now. They schedule you for homecoming now most of the time, and I think they've lost 4 games in 12 years. Something ironic.
It's just it's unbelievable what they've done.
And then Alcoa, of course, Alcoa is one of those teams that beat them about 2 years ago, and so when Alcoa had their big run to the 3A championship, so it's you would think Baylor would be at the top, but Baylor's only 6 or 7 teams. Cleveland has 3. I think Bradley County has 2 on that list. So you can see it's really tough to and you're doing 12 or 13 state championships, and basically in the last 20 years.
Right, and I say I've lived here for 19 years, and most of those have come in that time frame, or the last 15 years. So it's just impressive what they've been able to do up there.
Well, and the team with the most championships overall in all sports would be Baylor and McCauley's. They do, because they also have the tennis and the golf teams, and they have really racked up a lot. Of course, Baylor and McCauley has a lot of wrestling. Ironically, Bradley County ranks 3rd with the most most championships, and that rides off the back of the wrestling.
Because of the strong wrestling program.
Yeah, well, see, and so there you go. Well, Peyton Kent is the winner of the trivia question for this week.
I want to mention something about the Bradley game
go ahead.
tonight. Going up there, I stopped by one of the radio booths and talked with them, and I said, that if it rained, it would favor Polk County because they had that ground type game, and Bradley would tend to be a passing game. Well, Bradley was not a passing team tonight. Fettner come out and ran the ball very, very well. A few other runners come out and helped, but Fettner with 247 yards on 15 carries. He's not Justin Houston or Rue Golston, but he got 247 yards. He's a straightforward runner. But he looks with his head. He's watching where he's running, and I think that's great. And number 40, Trevino, is a great defensive lineman. Somebody we need to mention. I think he had a broken finger. Had a bunch of cramps tonight. He was in pain all night long, and he played some really good ball.
You know how the beginning of the year is always heat, humidity. I know it wasn't super hot tonight, but it was extremely humid. So
it's probably 4 or 5 cramps on both teams.
Right,
tonight,
and, it's always a battle going through, trying to make sure that at the beginning of the year you're, and that's probably one of the biggest advantages Bradley had tonight was they were able to play more people and stay fresher throughout the game.
Let me tell you, actually, Polk County had more players. Polk County has a huge team, and they kept them fresh in there. Bradley was bigger. Bradley was a bigger team, and I think they manhandled them, particularly after the second half.
Especially up front.
But the Big Miller kid, the fullback he ran fullback and running back for Polk County. All the 3A teams better watch out for this guy. He is a horse. He runs right up the middle, looking right at you, both hands on the ball, and just runs right straight over you and carries you down the field. So Polk County is going to be very, very good this year. They, of course, when they get out of their region and get into the playoffs, they run into CAKs and Alcoas and Loudons. So I think they'll make the playoffs, but then we'll have to see what happens.
All right, let's take a caller here on Football Friday. Caller here on Football Friday, your first name, please.
Am I the first caller?
Well, you're on Football Friday. You're a caller.
Okay, Regina.
Regina Pickle Lewis.
Yes.
Oh man, the number 4 caught a lot of great passes today.
I'm telling you. I'll go.
Not yet.
Regina, I'll do Ron from last year. Yeah, Kellen sure caught a lot of balls tonight.
Cal.
Right, Cal. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. Were you calling to answer the trivia question?
Yes, I was.
See, we already had somebody win. We already had somebody call in to win. But you co-hosted our morning show with Doc Carbaugh. So because of that, we'll give you a Scoops and Burger certificate too. How about that?
All right.
Hey, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? We're easy here.
And I really like the ice cream there, Regina.
That's right. Ron wants you to take him.
And his name is Cal.
His name is Cal.
Right. That's right. That's right. But so what'd you think of the ball game? I'm sure you were very excited, like most Bear fans.
Hey, we enjoyed it. Well, I loved every minute of it.
And now it's pretty obvious. I mean, after tonight, I guess your son is the go-to guy for Bryce.
Well, I'm the short passes.
Yeah, he's the little Wes Welker out there, making the catches and getting the yardage.
Those 8, 9, 10-yard big first down plays.
Those are moving the chain plays.
Really good plays, though.
First down.
Thank you.
And they're going to keep.
Makes it exciting knowing that he may catch some passes.
And the quarterback's going to keep sucking up on him, and then Cal's going to go downfield, and they're going to hit him with a big one. So,
right.
There you go. That's what I told you.
It's
said,
coming.
You know what? I said, I just wish they'd throw to you a little bit longer passes sometimes and Cal said, they will, they will.
All right. Well, that's coming. I think, I hope Baylor's not listening, but they'll probably watch that film. It says all he does is go down 8-9 yards, turn out, and that corner's going to come up, and Cal's going to slip right by him and go downfield, and it's a touchdown.
There you go.
You heard it first
Mark
here.
it down. Mark it down.
As long as it's a slow defender, he might do that.
He'll do it.
Well, Regina, thank you for calling, and we'll get you your certificate.
I appreciate it. We eat at Scoops and Burgers almost every Sunday.
Is that not a great place?
I love it. We absolutely love it there.
Have you tried the Dooley's grape ice cream?
I have. I've tried the grape ice cream, but I get the salad. The salads are like unbelievable.
I've never ate a salad at Scoops and Burgers.
No, he does have good salads, though. Kim said the same thing.
That's shocking.
That's your salad.
I can't go to a hot dog place and eat a salad. I just can't. And their fries are really good. Their best fries in town.
Yes, the fries are good. Yep, it's all good there, though.
Everything there is good.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
there you go.
All right, Regina, thank you so much.
Well, thanks.
And tell Cal congratulations. And tell Kellen congratulations, too, just because we always...
Tell them both congratulations.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, folks. So 472-8892 is our phone number. Give us a call. We'll talk to you, too, and find out what you think about the ball games. Now, we haven't talked about Ray or Meigs or really a lot about the McMinn Central game, which, as we said, was a rivalry, and it turned out to be what everybody, I guess, thought McMinn County would win. But, as we said, McMinn Central was there leading most of the ball game and did a great job against a strong Cherokee
I would like
team.
to read and see what really happened. I mean, did just McMinn County overlook a smaller McMinn Central school? Did just overlook them? And is McMinn Central maybe better than we had thought, too? And McMinn County got caught on their heels. I don't know if they fumbled the ball. It got that score for them. I haven't read any of that, but, it was shocking in the stands where we were, and someone said that they were getting beat 16-6 at half, I believe it was, and just a total shock. And, then, of course, McMinn County come back. McMinn County is going to have a very, very good team. I don't know if the Wells kid is going to be running. Last I heard, he was second string at McMinn County. I don't know if he's going to be the first string running back there or not. So that tells you what kind of level.
At the very least, he adds depth.
Oh, there's no doubt he can run the ball.
And obviously he's had two tremendous seasons at Walker Valley. So with Calvin being up there now, if nothing else, it gives them a little more depth and makes them a little more. They're breaking in some new people too. So it's nice to have somebody that's had some time, that's carried the ball a lot, and obviously he's going to help make them a little bit better team.
And Coach Green over at Ray County still just got a building program. They got a great new field now. They have artificial turf now, so that's pretty amazing. It's made over in that area, so I'm sure that maybe somebody donated.
They got it
something
for
there.
the discount rate.
Oh yeah, discounted rate. So maybe a corporate sponsorship even. But I think Doug Green's had them heading the right way. Still a tough schedule. Walker Valley, a really tough schedule this year. But they can Hickson next week. That's in their control. I think they win Hickson, and then they're going to run into the McMinn counties, the Clevelands, and the Bradleys, and of course that New Spirit. They're going to slip up and beat somebody. Cleveland has been in their radar for several times now, and a few times there last year. I thought Walker Valley had Cleveland on the ropes. One play on a kickoff sort of changed the ball game for them last year. So I think Walker Valley, not a playoff team this year, could break even 5-5, which would be a tremendous start for this. It
would be a great start. The key for them and the things they've struggled with the last few years is turnovers and just being able to get off the field defensively. Right. And they did a better job of that, getting off the field. They did it other than one big run. They did it or completion. They did a good job tonight defensively. Turnovers still hurt. They still had 3 turnovers. They really could have stretched the game out in certain portions of the game. They could have, extended that, got it to a 2-score lead. Ultimately they won by 2 scores and punched one in late to do that. But they've got to do a good job of eliminating turnovers and getting off the field defensively. And the defense did a pretty good job tonight.
And I think Walker Valley, if you're a member of the Mustangs tonight, you probably think us old men don't know what we're talking about, and they think they're going to be 10-0. And I hope they have that attitude. And who knows? They may turn it around that. We don't know how good or bad any team is
We
yet.
talk about this a lot, confidence and momentum.
Yes.
And those play a huge role in high school sports.
And a bounce here and there.
A bounce here and there.
and
And it's,
Nick-
2 years ago, or I believe it was 2 years ago, Bradley came up to Walker Valley and escaped that night with a
Sure
win.
did.
So confidence and momentum, they play huge roles. So when you have a little more confidence, maybe you work a little harder, you go out there and you make that extra little bit of effort, maybe save a touchdown on tackle or generate a turnover. So it's those types of plays that will make you a better football team.
I think Cleveland escaped last year. On the kickoff where the guy did not recover the ball, just stood there and looked at it. And I think that they got the ball back at the 25. Cleveland went and scored, basically broke the back of Walker Valley because they had surprised them several. The Cartwright threw the big pass downfield. Is it Cartwright's the quarterback, or which I get them confused? Cartwright caught it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Excuse me.
And
And Meigs County, because they went up to play the Upperman Bees tonight.
They did play the
and,
Bees tonight.
Upperman's been one of the bigger schools in that area. They've been a winning school, so losing to Upperman is not that big of a deal yet. Not in their district. We'll wait and see. They still got to play Polk Counties.
They got Polk County. They got they're on the road the next. I was just here looking at the schedule. Meigs is on the road the next week. They got to go to Sequatchie, Sequoia, and Silverdale. So there's a couple of those games that are very winnable. Anytime you go on the road, that's an interesting take. So we'll see how the Tigers progress and move forward.
I would hate to be who Polk County has next, because after tonight,
that would be Chattanooga Central next week.
Yeah, Chattanooga Central. I'd hate to be Chattanooga Central next week because Coach Davis, we talk about this all the time.
He's never happy on wins.
Yeah,
he's never happy when they win.
And somebody scores 31 points on you. On him, he does not. He's not. That's not going to sit very well.
I'm going to predict Polk County beats Chattanooga Central.
By like what?
It'll be 28-0.
28-0.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they can stop the Big Miller kid.
No, I don't think he's going to let. You're right. I don't think he's going to let Chattanooga Central score though. The defense is going to snap back that strong.
And one of our favorite coaches is now at Chattanooga Central. We won't mention his name.
No, and so okay. So then let's back up. Did you say 2,800 to nothing?
No, there you go.
Is what we're hoping for. No. You know why? Because you got to look at the kids, and that's the whole thing. You don't want to ever demoralize a player out there, an athlete.
They really have a small squad. Also, they don't have a lot of players down at Chattanooga Central. When I say small squad in numbers, it don't look like they have a large number of kids out. And watched them play scrimmage some against Signal Mountain, and Signal Mountain they just weren't in the game, And then a surprise that East Hamilton, which we've said for several years now, East Hamilton, the largest school in Hamilton County, Ted Gatewood down there. Goodness gracious! So look out. Bradley plays on like week 4 or 5.
I was just.
Josh, I'm going. One time you'd say, "Well, that's a win. That's a win." Well, you can't mark them off. Baylor can't mark them off.
Right.
Can't mark Cleveland off. Bradley's got a tough road. If they want to
They
make
do.
the playoff,
When I was looking at their schedule the other night, you got to go to Baylor and two Saudi the next 2 weeks, and you have East Hamilton home before the off week. So that's a tough stretch, especially with the district game or road district game thrown in that mix. So
Baylor
then you come back after an open week with Blackman. So
Blackman's ranked in some of the pre-polls as one of the top 10 teams in the state. They don't have Atavius Mathers, the running back from last year, who was probably the best high school running back I think I've ever saw. But his little brother's there, and I don't know if he's running the ball yet or not. If he's half as good as Octavius, they called him the I-Train there, he'll be very good. But Blackman will be another good team. They play in a district where it has Riverdale, Siegel, Oakdale.
Yeah, there's no off weeks up there.
You could be 7-3 and lost 2 or 3 games, or you 6-4, because that district is the top 4 or 5 teams in the state every year.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, 472-8892, as you can see, is our phone number. Give us a call on Football Friday. We're going to take another commercial break. We're going to come back. We're on till 12:30 live. Remember, replays tomorrow at 11 o'clock and then at 3 o'clock, Sunday at noon. So you'll get your whole weekend full of Football Friday. And the pregame follows us here tonight, and all 3 replays tomorrow and Sunday. So don't forget that as well. But we're going to be back with more Football Friday. But first, I must tell you, yes, that's right. I must tell you that our anchor sponsor is Hardee's. And you know where you can get what you can get at Hardee's tomorrow? I mean, Hardee's is the home of the Frisco melt.
Well, what about the fried bologna biscuit?
Well, that's in there too. That's not in this particular sheet, but they have that too.
Oh, I heard the commercial about it. It's good. You know, then they got fried bologna biscuits
That are thick
with
bologna.
eggs and bologna.
Yeah, but wait, listen to this. This is good too. Listen to this. The Frisco melt has folded egg, thinly sliced ham, topped with American and Swiss cheese, stacked on fresh sourdough toast.
I'll take one.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And it's all at Hardee's, and you can get one tomorrow morning. So go by Hardee's. We'll be back with more Football Friday, as I said, after this.
Hey, Glenn here from U.S. Money Shops. Do you need a few $100s to make ends meet, or even $5,000 to make payroll? Are you tired of the bank saying no, no, no? Come pawn with us to get the cash you need. Electronics, jewelry, musical instruments, and even tools. If you've never considered pawn, then come on by and ask about our $1 pawn spend.
Buy or sell or pawn today. The better way at U.S. Money Shops.
U.S. Money Shops in Chattanooga and Cleveland.
Hello, my name is Grant Perkle, the owner of Summit Insurance Services. We're a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency here on Inman Street. I've been from Bradley County all my life. I've played football here and wrestled here. We love our community. We've been in the insurance business approximately 20 years. Our main focus is customer service and taking care of our clients. If you would, give us a call here at 423-614-0900 or stop by and see us, 442 Emmons Street, or visit us on the web at summitinsurancservices.com.
We work for you, not the insurance company.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Sports and injuries go hand in hand. When it happens to you, who do you call? Where do you go to get back into the game? Do what I did and contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game. Dr. Gary Wojcik and his professional staff are committed to assisting you with the kind of orthopedic care that you deserve. From your first consultation to your final visit, place your trust in recovery in Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care. Contact Wojcik Center for Orthopedic Care and get back into the game.
Scoops and Burgers is Cleveland's newest destination for great food and a great time. You'll find something you love on the menu the first time you visit. Hot dogs loaded with your favorite toppings, gourmet burgers, sandwiches, and salads. We are also the only custard shop in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. That's right, fresh, frozen custard. If you've never had real frozen custard, you're in for a rich, creamy, delicious treat. Enjoy a custard sundae, banana split, or milkshake. And you must try Dooley's grape ice cream recipe. Those of you old enough to remember Dooley's know what a treat you're in for. If you're too young, come try the nostalgic experience and taste what all the fuss is about. Scoops and Burgers, great food, great prices. Located at the corner of Keith and 25th Streets in Cleveland. CorpTech IT Solutions are innovators in information technology service. They offer PC, laptop, and Mac computer repair, home theater installation, and business solutions. If you're tired of your present computer service company, local computer shop, or individual who attempts to keep your computers working properly, we invite you to call us today for a free consultation. Our technicians are certified, which is an important element in information technology. You may be surprised to know that a lot of the major nationwide services employ uncertified technicians. CorpTech will provide your office and home the highest quality of computer services and information technology service in the field. CorpTech is an award company and is here for you 24/7. Take a look at our website at corptechitsolutions.com and see all the various ways we can simplify your life. Or stop by our office location at 409 Keith Street next to Tinsley Park. CorpTech IT Solutions. Our name says it all. Phone 423-321-2781. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Football Friday on WTNB. What?
Have some water. Have some water.
Yeah, thank you. Joe Palo, along with our resident coach Scott Webb. We have Ron Moore. We have Travis Goffrey.
Post a picture on Twitter about that.
Oh, yeah. That's 10,000 dead possums.
That would make me help my.
Yeah, you don't want that one.
Hey, it's time for the
do
Football
that.
Friday scoreboard presented by Hardee's. Bradley Central defeated Polk County tonight 31-7. It was McMinn County 36-16 over the rival McMinn Central. Meigs County falls to Upperman 48-19. Ray County loses another tough one to Powell 14-6. And Walker Valley begins their season 1-0 with a big 20-10 win over the Pioneers of East Ridge. And tomorrow at 5 o'clock from Alcoa, it's Cleveland and the Rebels of Maryville.
What time is Wes leaving to go down there?
He asked you what time he was leaving. So.
I don't know. It's going to be early, though. I figured.
East Hamilton beat Signal Mountain 55 to.
I just left the scoreboard. I think it's 55-7 or 14 or something
like
ridiculous.
12, something.
That's
12.
That's unbelievable. Like I say, the Kentucky Signee, I believe, with Signal Mountain. I seen them in the Jamboree, and man, they were just running on all cylinders. They looked like a machine. They were doing great. Apparently, they're not as good as they think they were.
What do you think Coach Price is doing right now?
They may be practicing right now.
If you've seen Coach Price get down on all fours like a bulldog, and tonight he's laying on his back with both feet back up in the air. So.
Whoa, and that's a bitter defeat. You know, first game of the season. That's kind of demoralizing for the rest of the year, but. Hey, it's what happens on any given Friday night.
55-14. Special shout out to all the Lookout Valley fans out there.
Yeah.
His younger bro wins his first game of the year, 24-0 as they defeat Midway tonight. That's for Rick Smith.
Now all they got to do is beat South Pittsburgh, right?
Well, you know, my man's tried for about 7 years.
A lot of people's tried. Yeah.
A lot of people's tried. So he's
East Hamilton, Signal Mountain.
Yes.
You know.
You never can tell, but good start for them tonight, and I'm always happy when he calls me with a win. So it's a good job for them.
Yeah, congratulations, Tony, and the boys at Lookout Valley. Okay, now
I don't think we're on Lookout Valley, but it's just a shout out for all.
Well, we probably are. We're on all over the world.
Somebody probably knows someone.
There's people in Denmark right now watching us. Yeah. We've got about. They don't understand us, but. We've got about 10 minutes left in the show, and we want to, real quick, I want to go through our list of sponsors because I haven't done that a lot tonight. Our anchor sponsor, as we said, Hardee's, also Eric Garter, the folks at Volunteer Pest, Energy Miser, Mosquito Guard, Cleveland Tire Center, CorpTech IT Solutions, Scoops and Burgers, Summit Insurance, Dr. Wojtek from the Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care, Checking to Cash, U.S. Money Shops, Buy Here, Pay Here, and Simon J. Productions. We thank you folks for sponsoring Football Friday this year, our 14th year of Football Friday, if you can believe that. 14 years.
Chad Vortek, number 2, quarterback at Penn State. I mean, not Pitt. Pitt. Excuse me. That's something else.
He's at Penn State with Kellen Pickle.
I have trouble with that.
I know. It's okay. But yeah, at Pitt.
At Pitt, yes.
And doing well there. I talked with Dr. Wojtek, And Chad is coming on to be, I guess, the leader there, like he was at Cleveland High School, and that's what they're needing. They're looking for. In fact, I was asking him. I guess Pitt's going to be getting. Speaking of Penn State, going to be getting a lot of the recruits that were going to go to Penn State are not going to be going to Pitt. So I know they're excited.
Sure will.
Get some good ball players. Get better ball players of what to add to the mix.
Who plays next week?
Now, yes, Adam, if you've got next week's schedule up, let's put that up because we don't want to run out of time before we tell everybody what's going on for next week. This is the schedule. This will be week 1, which is right.
Actually,
week
according
1.
to the bright minds in Nashville and the TSSAA, next week is actually week 1. Will actually
Which
be
will
the
the second week of
football.
football.
The second week of football, even though everybody knows they go 11 weeks, but we got to start at 0 for some reason.
Then
we can't count past that.
And then comes the playoff system.
Right.
We'll save that conversation for October. But Bradley will be at Baylor next week. Cleveland is hosting Knox Catholic. Should be a great game. McMinn Central is traveling to Notre Dame. McMinn County hosts McCallie. Meigs goes to Swatchie County. Polk County hosts Chattanooga Central. Ray County is hosting Brainerd. And the Mustangs travel to Hickson next week.
All right. We're going to take another caller here on Football Friday. We've got about 7 minutes left. You're on Football Friday. Your first name, please. Hello? Hello?
Billy?
Billy? Hey, man. What's going on? What you got a question or a comment?
Question. South Pittsburgh win tonight?
South Pittsburgh.
I don't remember seeing a score from them tonight, so I don't think that they played. And I'll double check that for you.
Yeah, some teams did not play the week 0 to start, which again it's confusing. It's really the first week of football.
No, they were not. They were off this week,
so they did not play.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next week, who do they play next week?
I don't have their schedule. I can pull it up for you in just a second.
Are you a South Pittsburgh fan?
All the way.
All right. Let's see what we got for next week for South Pittsburgh.
It's a great place to go watch a ball game if you ever get a chance to go watch a game at South Pittsburgh. Really good.
Yes, they've got a great. It's
great
really
atmosphere. Just really great.
All right, he's putting this in, so we should know. This is technology at its finest, right here.
Yeah, we are just.
We spare no expense.
They are at Grundy County next week.
Ooh, the Grundy County auction. Okay, Billy didn't want to hear that, I don't guess.
At Grundy County.
Billy, Grundy County, at Grundy.
And then they get to travel to Lookout Valley the week after that. So my brother may not be in a very good mood August 31st.
I'm gonna.
That could be a bad weekend for us because you have South Pittsburgh coming to Lookout Valley, then Michigan going to Dallas to play the Crimson Tide. So that I may not be one to talk to on Sunday.
But see, that's not a positive attitude.
I just said
Tony's
maybe.
going to win.
They could
Michigan's
win.
going to win.
Michigan could win, and everything.
And the party's going to be at the Webb House.
I'm all the way for Tennessee and whoever's playing Alabama. So I'm going to go Michigan.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Ray County picks up their first win against Brainerd. I think Brainerd program's down this year. The footballs are always greasy down there because of the great fish sandwiches they sell down at the Brainerd game and everything. But I really think Ray County has a chance to pick up a win next
and
week.
that's a team, watching them play last year, they had a lot of pieces.
Yes.
It was just, trying to get, Coach Green trying to get them all pointed in the right direction. And, I thought they did a lot of neat things.
Desmond Sharp, their little running back, pretty good runner.
Yeah, very good player. And, so it's going to be interesting to see. Again, this, they played Powell tough last year, played tough again this year, and next week Brainerd should be a very winnable game.
And Walker Valley has a great chance of going 2-0, which is really going to give them a lot of motivation.
I tell you what,
that would be
kidding.
They'll be an exciting, and it's hard to explain for those if it's been a while since you've been in high school, but everybody remembers when your football team is winning. There's just a different atmosphere in your school, and that's not any disrespect to any of the other sports, but it's always been just a little different with football. When your football teams are winning,
you're right.
It's the beginning of the year. Everything is kind of fresh and kind of new, and you're having fun on Friday nights. It just kind of permeates through the school. So it'll be. I'm looking forward to Monday. Everybody's going to be excited. They'll be upbeat, and it's now can they carry it forward?
Yeah. Joe's son and my son played at Bradley. Joe's son was a senior, my son was a freshman, and I think that first year, 1-9 beat beat
I think
Walker
yeah,
Valley.
Thanks, I think I get a jab.
Wait a
It's
minute.
jab.
I know
Matt
that.
cried.
I think every year I think that there's a picture of the field goal coach going off the field.
Well, I wasn't happy about that because we had to pay to replace that, the booster club. But I want to tell you, we barely won that game, though, if you'll remember.
But we won, Ron.
Yeah, what's the final score? But there was times there that one more pass down the middle there, it almost went in, but not a dig on you, but I'm saying is, but
thanks, Ron.
To answer your question is,
so I'm behind the mic now.
But Bradley,
the Ron Moore hug.
Bradley was 1-9, 2-8, things of that nature, and what you said exactly right.
And you could tell, you could see Bradley's success coming because they went all of a sudden. They'd win 3 or 4 games, and then I know that one year they went 5-5 and really played well down the stretch. You could see them turn the corner, and that's the same kind of, that's what they're hoping for. At my place at Walker Valley, that you could start to see the momentum come and start to see that the success start to happen. It happens in small phases. It's winning a series, and then it's winning a quarter. It's baby steps, and if they can continue on those, they had stretches tonight where they still got room for improvement, but it was that ultimate win where they could walk off the field.
And sometimes playing in certain districts, Bradley was in that district with Farragut, Oak Ridge. William Blunt, they were all the top teams around. And Walker Valley, same problem, playing a very, very tough district. And I think they'll do well.
Should be fun next week.
Yeah.
Be great. Hopefully the Mustangs will pull out another victory. Hey, real quick, folks, we got just about a minute and a half left. We want to tell you our sponsors for this year's Football Friday. Again, our 14th year, we're proud to say. Hardee's, Volunteer Pest, Cleveland Tire, CorpTech IT Solutions, Scoops and Burgers, Summit Insurance, Vortex Center for Orthopedic Care, Checking and Cash, U.S. Money, Buy Here, Pay Here, and Simon J. Productions. Don't forget, we'll be back next Friday night at 11 o'clock live with more Football Friday. We'll talk about the ball games. Replays again Saturday at 11 and 3, Sundays at 12. Immediately following Football Friday tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. The new show, the pregame, stay tuned for that. That's a great show, Hard Knocks of Local Football. You'll enjoy it if you haven't seen it yet. We've had a great night, a great first week. Again, week 0, week 1, confusing, but what difference does it make? It's football time. Joe Palo for our resident coach, Scott Webb, Ron Moore, Travis Godfrey, Adam Collins. We've got Dustin, James, Simon, everybody in the house. We want to say have yourself a good week. We'll see you next Friday night on Football Friday. Go to a ball game, support your team, and let's root for another victory for everybody.
Go Blue Raiders.
Go Blue Raiders tomorrow night. We'll see you.